Batman the Animated Series, episode Zatanna, first broadcasted in 1993, introduced the character of Zatanna. The premise of the episode had it that during a magic performance that Bruce Wayne attended in Gotham City, he had a flashback to his youth when venturing through the world to learn as well as develop different sorts of methods and techniques that he would later use in his fight against crime as Batman. Bruce, under his alias of John Smith, led him to the legendary magician of Zatanna, and Zatanna seemed to have a fairly close relationship during his time studying under Zatanna, even with the both of them having potentially flirtatious motives. Between the both of them, nothing was ever acted upon by either of them. Both of them later went their separate ways in life, but through circumstances, Bruce and Zatanna met once again through the magic performance, to later team up with solving a crime in which Zatanna herself was framed for. Through the episode, Zatanna was actually shocked to see that Bruce had become cold and ruthless, not like the man she had known those years before. But Bruce never fully explained the reasons to her as to why. But Zatanna had always assumed that he had his reasons for why he acted the way he did. The pair eventually clear Zatanna's name and the both of them go their separate ways once again. But this time, Zatanna deduced that Batman was actually John Smith, or rather Bruce Wayne, and ultimately the young man that she had feelings for all those years before. At the time, it was a well-known fact that Zatanna was one of Bruce Timm's favorite DC-based comic characters, and enjoyed writing her, but for miscellaneous reasons, the character was never depicted again in the classical Bruce Timm Paul Dini series, until technically the character had a full appearance once more in Justice League Unlimited episode This Little Piggy, originally broadcasted in 2004, a period of 11 years after the original appearance in Batman the Animated Series. The difference between Zatanna in This Little Piggy when compared to the original Zatanna episode is the romantic tension between Zatanna and Batman was also toned down to be more depicted as a friend-like nature. Critics mention that Zatanna had potential as a character in the earlier Batman the Animated Series universe, but was ultimately ignored in favor of other characters being portrayed in the series. Besides cameo appearances, Zatanna was rarely shown in a full episode throughout Justice League on Justice League Unlimited. Sometimes a character can be forgotten because despite them having potential, focus were instead put on to other characters.